Okay, so this video is going to be pretty short. I really just want to remind everyone what's going on, what's being planned for June 12th, by the way. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a Ponytown VidCon. We're going to be going on the event server. So the event server, if you're curious how to get there, just open up a new tab, type in event server Ponytown. It will come up, Ponytown for events. It'll be like the first link. You can hit that and it will load up the game, and you can make an account here if you haven't made an account here already. You can export your characters, so if you need to export your character, you can go back to the main game where your characters already are, hit characters, find the character you want to, hit this button here, hit export character. It will export specifically that character. If you hit export all characters, it will try to export all the characters, but I think there are some issues sometimes where it doesn't get all of them, or it does a weird thing like that. But that's how you can do that. Once you export that, just go back to the event server, go back to characters on the event server, press that same thing, and then hit import characters, and then use that file, and it will load it up on there for you. So that's how you can transfer your characters over if you haven't done that already. Or if you don't want to do it manually, because there's a manual way to do it, obviously you can just recreate the character over there. So this is where we're going to be doing it on. We're going to be doing it on the event server, obviously, so you do need to make a character over there if you haven't already, as well as make an account over there already if you haven't already. So do all those things, and that's pretty much how you're going to be able to go on the event server and play and stuff like that. The schedule of events is sort of laid out here. It's going to open on June 12th. That is on a Saturday at roughly 9 to 10 a.m. U.S. Central Time. Now, I do urge you to please convert that to your local time, because it's going to be different for you most likely. So if we go back over here, this isn't a time converter. There's a million of these on Google. Just type in time zone converter, whatever, and then you can find it. So for example, right now it's roughly 1 o'clock for me. So we can see that US Central Time is 1 o'clock, which means for Mountain Time it is 12 o'clock. For Pacific time, it's 11 a.m. and so on and so on. So you can see how all that time is converted over here on this website here. So if you are curious on what time that is for you, you can just visit this website and try to convert it yourself. Just be careful how you read it, because it can be very confusing, and I encourage you to check multiple sources essentially when you're trying to convert your time zone and stuff like that. That way you can make sure that you're there at the right time. But these time zones, this time, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., roughly that time is when it's going to start. That is based on US Central Time. So that could be different for you. It could not be different for you. Who knows? Just make sure you can find out what your time zone is and then convert it so that you know what's going on. Music is going to be played. Speaking of music, I am actually going to be playing it from Spotify if I'm able to. Hopefully I will be able to. So if you guys want any kind of song suggestions or anything like that, I guess let me know in the comments or anything like that, and maybe I'll add it to a playlist, because I'm going to be making a playlist for this. But essentially, whenever a panel starts, I will stop the music, announce a thing saying, hey, panel's about to start, get over to a specific area or whatever like that, and or listen. The order of the panels is going to be on this. Again, these are based on US Central Time, so again, you need to convert these to your local time zones, because it's going to be different for everyone. At 11:15 in the morning, I will be doing my own panel. I don't exactly know how long it'll be. It'll be roughly maybe 30 minutes long. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to go through all my stuff, or how fast I'm able to go through all of it, and that time could change, you know, based on how much information that I want to speak about during my panel. After that, we'll have a little bit of a break, a little bit of a time, you know, to kind of dance and talk and do other stuff like that. And then it will be 1 o'clock, and Spoctor will speak during their panel. Yeah, so Spoctor agreed to come. They're going to be there at 1 o'clock. They're probably going to be there earlier. So if you want to see them, come as early as possible and run around until you find them. Run around until you find me, and of course run around until you find Lavender's home, and you can interact with us and talk with us and stuff like that. I'm going to be trying to moderate this as much as possible, so if you do find me and start talking to me and stuff like that, and I'm not, you know, answering right away, it might be because I'm AFK or not paying attention to the game itself and more paying attention to stuff on Discord or something like that. But anyway, 1 o'clock will happen. Spoctor will speak. They'll have their little panel, say whatever they want to say, however long it takes them. Who knows? Could be 30 minutes for them, could be 10 minutes for them, could be an hour for them, who knows? But that is mostly up to them. The plan for after that is at 2:30, Lavender's Home will speak during their panel and speak about whatever they want to do. I don't know what Spoctor is going to present during their panel. I do know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sharing some new stuff, some plans for the future, stuff like that. Lavender's Home is also going to be I don't know what they're going to do exactly, but it seems like they have something planned where they're going to like share something with everyone and have something for everyone to do after their panel. So hopefully that works out. But of course, during each panel, we'll be able to talk about whatever we want to and things like that. After each panel, like after mine, for example, I'll be opening up a Q&A. You guys can answer questions, or you guys can ask questions, and then I'll answer the questions. Same thing with Spoctor. I don't know if they will actually do a Q&A, but they have that option after their panel. And of course, same thing with Lavender's Home. They have that option as well. The way that it's going to work, I have it written on some notes. I'll make an announcement on that, but essentially it's going to have there's going to be a very specific way that you ask questions and stuff. We'll talk about that once the actual event starts and stuff. But essentially this is what's going to be happening. I'll make like a big announcement roughly around 10 or 11 or something like that, being like, hey, you know, everyone welcome, a little bit of a greeting announcement essentially. And of course I'll be doing this all in voice chat on the Discord server for this, the Ponytown events Discord server. So I'll be in like one of these VCs here being like, oh, you know, yada 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 yada, this is what's happening, blah 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 blah. And I'll try to be streaming it to Ponytown, that way you guys can hear it in the game as well. So hopefully that will work out. But I've never done anything like that, so I don't know for sure if it'll work. But other people that have sent out invitations to, of course, were Torpy Pony and Big Mom Eternal. Neither of those people have come to, you know, reply to those inquiries or whatever. They haven't come to be like, you know, yes. They haven't said yes. They haven't said no. So they just haven't replied at all. So if either of you guys are watching and you do want to be part of this, there is still time, there is still a chance. I can squeeze you in after Lavender's Home, and we can have you come on to speak during your panel and stuff like that as well. I'm hoping to be able to do a little bit of an animations segment. I don't know if I can yet or not, because I haven't figured all that out yet, but hopefully we'll be able to do that. If we do, then of course I'll make another video or some other update thing or something. But this is what's happening right now. It is of course going to happen again on June 12th, which is a Saturday at roughly 9 to 10 a.m. US Central Time. So that is pretty much all I have here for you today to update you on all the news surrounding this VidCon and stuff like that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. It's coming faster and faster, it seems like. So yeah, that is everything, and I do hope that you enjoyed this little bit of information and this little bit of news and stuff. And yeah, that's gonna do it. So yep, just remember to stick around and stay wonderful.